The world had already decided what Cleopatra was supposed to be: a seductress, a manipulator, a queen who ruled with beauty instead of steel. But the truth was far more dangerous. Cleopatra VII was born into a kingdom that devoured its own rulers. Brothers murdered sisters. Sisters poisoned brothers. Egypt's throne was never inherited. It was survived. By the time Cleopatra claimed it, she had learned one brutal lesson: power must be felt before it is obeyed. Rome watched Egypt like a hawk watches wounded prey. And Rome's most dangerous man was Mark Antony. Antony was everything Rome feared and adored: brilliant in battle, reckless in pleasure, loyal to his men, and undone by excess. Where Julius Caesar had been cold strategy, Antony was raw fire. He drank deeply, loved fiercely, and trusted dangerously. Their paths collided not by fate but by war. Antony summoned Cleopatra to answer accusations of betrayal. Rome expected a frightened queen begging for mercy. Instead, Cleopatra arrived like a living myth. She came down the river in a barge drenched in gold, perfumed sails filling the air, dressed as the goddess Isis herself. Musicians played, servants scattered flowers. It wasn't arrogance, it was a declaration. She wasn't coming to be judged. She was coming to be remembered. Antony, hardened by years of blood and betrayal, forgot how to breathe. Cleopatra didn't flatter him. She didn't fear him. She challenged him, questioned Rome's greed, mocked its hypocrisy, and laughed at his reputation. And Antony, the conqueror of men, found himself conquered by something far more dangerous: a woman who saw him completely. What followed was not an affair. It was an alliance fueled by desire and ambition. Cleopatra gave Antony wealth, fleets, and the promise of the East. Antony gave her protection, legitimacy, and a dream of a world ruled not by Rome alone, but by passion and vision. Together, they became unstoppable. They lived like gods in Alexandria: lavish feasts, games, nights of laughter that stretched until dawn. But behind the pleasure was something deeper. Antony found peace in Cleopatra's presence. Cleopatra found in Antony a partner who didn't seek to control her, but to stand beside her. Yet Rome does not forgive love that challenges power. Octavian, cold, calculating, and patient, watched from the shadows. He turned Rome against Antony, whispering that the great general had been bewitched by an Eastern queen, that he had abandoned Rome for a foreign bed. And slowly, tragically, the lie became truth in the eyes of the world. War came not just between armies, but between ideologies. At the Battle of Actium, everything shattered. In the chaos of fire and steel, Cleopatra's fleet withdrew. Antony, believing her lost, broke formation and followed, abandoning the battle, abandoning Rome. History would call it weakness, but it was love. Rome crushed them. Back in Alexandria, betrayal closed in from every side. Friends vanished. Allies turned. Cleopatra, facing humiliation and captivity, chose her ending rather than letting Rome write it. When Antony heard false news of her death, his world collapsed. The warrior who survived 100 battles could not survive that grief. He fell by his own hand, carried dying into Cleopatra's arms. They had ruled empires. Now they held each other. Cleopatra followed him soon after, choosing legend over chains, eternity over obedience. Rome won the war, but history never forgot their love. Because Cleopatra and Mark Antony weren't just rulers. They were a reminder that love can defy empires, that passion can terrify the powerful, and that sometimes the greatest rebellion is choosing each other, even when the world demands surrender. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this.